welcome back to Mommy McGyver Monday. We are real moms with real tips.
As always, we want you to grab your coffee and just take a quick break with us, as today we talk about internet safety with our kids.
You know, whether we like it or not, digital devices are just a part of our children's world. But it doesn't have to be a negative or a scary thing for us as parents. This just happened a couple days ago with my kids watching a YouTube video, and they went to click on the next thing, and it was something unfavorable that I absolutely would not want them to see.
What is it with the YouTube videos? I mean, my kids always want to watch them, and they really do seem harmless to the kids because it's just Angry Birds or Minecraft.
Right.
But we know like what's lurking around the corner. There might be bad words, and I don't want to be the mom that says no all the time.
Right.
You know, I want them to be able to do some things, but also I don't want to let the world in my house. I'm not ready for that yet.
Right, exactly. And you really do have to help your kids to be aware and to be able to be safe online. So you need to make them understand what the internet is. And when talking to them, you can compare it to a playground where, you know, anybody can come play on the playground. Some people are nice and they're okay to play with. Some people might be a little bit questionable and kind of bullies. And then there's some people that you absolutely should not play with at all. And it's the same thing on the internet. Here's some rules you can share with your kids that we got from commonsensemedia.org.
So number one is never share your name, school, age, phone number, address, or any personal information ever. And number two, never send pictures to strangers.
Number three, keep passwords private. Now this is terrifying to me because I have kids this age. According to a recent study, 75% of 8 and 9-year-olds actually shared their passwords with their friends.
Wow.
Number four, immediately tell an adult if something mean or creepy happens.
Now, this is a wonderful guideline for your kids, but as parents, like, we can go a step further to making sure that our kids are safe.
Absolutely.
So the first thing is educate yourself. You know, check out the websites and the game apps that you know your kids are playing on, and just, make sure that it's safe. And also, we can go to websites like commonsensemedia.org. It's one of my favorites because you can check reviews, you can see what other parents are saying, and you can really be educated about what your kids are into.
Right, and then there's also filter software. And my husband is a genius with the electronics in our house, so he has things set so that we always have to have a password. You can also go to Google, and they have a filter explicit results in their preferences section. That helps keep explicit websites from popping up while your kids are doing things like researching for homework or projects. Also, keep your computer in a really central, conspicuous location so you can watch what your kids are watching.
And going back to the playground analogy, make sure that your kids understand that the same rules apply, and you should be nice and courteous while playing online. But unlike the playground, when you can easily recognize a stranger, online people are not always what they seem. And if a stranger tries to contact them, then make sure they know to immediately tell a grown-up.
Right. And, establish limits and expectations. Be a good role model, too. And I know
Be a good role model.
You too. Don't play online for hours, or don't get stuck on a website browsing and then get mad at your kids for doing the same thing. Show them by example that you use it for a concise amount of time and then you're done.
Exactly. And the best rule we can follow as parents is to get involved and play these games with your children. And oh, I'm so horrible because I don't want to watch the boring YouTube videos, but we need to be in there. And also, check in with them while they're doing their homework and just make sure that everything's taken out right.
Right. And with your guidance, the internet can be a fun and safe place for your kids to play. So teach your kids while they're young to follow these tips. For a recap of all this information, please visit casa.com.
So thank you so much. Have a great morning and happy surfing.